In this podcast, we are going to be recapping our 2022 disc golf season, giving you the highlights and giving you the low points. We're going to be discussing how we can learn from those low points and how you and us can both get better for the 2023 disc golf season. Let's get into it right now. Trent, long time no talk. What's going on, man? How are we doing? Glad to have you back on the podcast.
I know. My man, Q-Dog. Sorry I've been MIA. Had a lot of stuff happening with the fam bam. Thank you, ma'am. Just like you a little bit. Mine's been not as fun as yours. But, yeah, man, it's great to be back. Looking forward to chit-chatting with you, buddy.
Did you listen to the 2 episodes I put out by myself?
I did listen to the first one. I haven't had time to listen to the second one. I'm sorry.
What'd you think?
I thought it was good. I texted you right away. I thought the first one was solid. You had some great recommendations, good pointers. Sure. Let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Let us know what you thought of the last two solo episodes by Quentin. But yeah, I thought the first one was good. I'll listen to the second one and give you a recap. Nice.
Yeah, they were not as long, but I guess we can just kind of jump into it. The reason they were not as long, along with, Trenton, you've had a whole lot of just sickness and issues and stuff going on with your family. I'll let you elaborate more if you want to, but I also got married. So that girl that you see on our Instagram all the time, we're now officially wed. So that's pretty cool. So we had to deal with all that stuff, and then honeymoon. So yeah, that's why we went the week without any Instagram posts. I told her that I was going to stay off of it as much as I could. I think that she deserved that, and hopefully you guys are understanding of that as well, but there should be nothing stopping me going forward now on the Instagram. So if you turned our notifications off or whatever, turn them back on, because they're back, boys, and they're going to be better than ever. I really think that the break, and I talked about this with in the episode itself, but I even think the social media break in and of itself was helpful to regather what exactly
recharge
I want
the
to
batteries
be posting on Instagram. Yeah, and make sure it's actually good content and it's not just crap every single day. And I'm not saying it's crap, but I would like to, it gave me an insight as to maybe different things that I can try to do. So there we go.
For sure, dude. Yeah, man. And then, like you said, I've been dealing with a lot of sickness. I got 2 children now. One's 3 and one's 3 months, roughly. And lots of complications. Basically, been in and out of the hospital twice with the 3-month-old. And then the 3-year-old's been sick every other week for 3.5, 4 months. So trying to get all that figured out. It's been kind of crazy. Quentin and I, you've seen the YouTube, got a little... Well, we didn't have one last week. I don't know if we're going to have one this week or the past week. By the time you listen to this, we might not have had one Wednesday. I don't know. Point being...
I got one. I got it. We're good. We will have YouTube videos on Wednesday. I got it. Sweet. Up there.
Well, I have been slacking a little bit. Let us know, actually, guys. Let us know in the comments below or wherever you are if you liked the flashback videos. It's kind of a filler content. We had a good idea. We thought it was good. I shouldn't say filler content. That's what it turned into for a little bit because we didn't have any recorded stuff. But it was meant to be useful information for one-line like pointers from past episodes with Horatio and Quentin, or eventually we'd get to when I started on here. But let us know what you guys think of those. If you want us to bring them back or do them every once in a while, sprinkle them in here and there. But yeah, we haven't been able to record any actual disc golf content, Quentin and I, so we are looking forward to getting out there with the hoodies, the beanies, the hand warmers, the gloves, the sweatpants, baby. Throw some cold weather discs. I can't wait. I actually am kind of excited.
I asked for the cold, and it's literally here. I mean, dude, the
high was 45 today or something.
You can hear it in my voice. I'm sick now. The reason I'm sick, and this is just crazy, okay? So I get back from the honeymoon on Sunday, and it's I think it was literally Sunday night. So we had been back for max 4 hours, and I take the dogs out to use the facilities, and one of my dogs goes inside. The other one takes off in a full sprint. and this is a black like pit terrier mix. Okay, I cannot see him in the darkness. So like we have these like collar glow in the dark
ones?
collar things. Not reflective, just
okay.
They just glow in the dark. But if they like try hard enough, they can get out of it. It's not tight at all. But I just see him take off into the corner, and I was like, oh my god, if he jumps this fence, he's gone. I'm not getting him back. And I heard a lot of tussling. I was like, what in the world is going on? Is he killing a turtle? Because we've seen turtles over there before. And I run up on him with a flashlight. My dude has a skunk in his mouth.
Oh no!
And I was like, dude, you've got to be kidding me. But I that's what I thought it was, but I also was freaking out, like, what is going on? Chadwick, leave this alone. We have to get out of here. And just trying to get him inside and, like, away from it, because I was like, dude, I cannot take this. I might be such a baby when it comes to, like, animals and deaths and stuff like that. And, like, just, I was like, oh my god, dude, my dog just killed an animal for no reason. This sucks. And then I had to dispose of it the next day. But yes, it's nature. I get it. Whatever. I'm not gonna let. But so I get him inside, and my wife, first time on the podcast, my wife is like, "What the hell just happened?" And I was like, "Dude, Chadwick killed something." And so she then went out there to make sure it was a skunk, and he's rolling around in his bed, freaking out. I was like, "Dude, it's 10 o'clock at night. My dog has rabies. He's gonna die. Like, I can't do anything to save this man at this hour. Like, it's over. And I don't have the money to go to the animal hospital. So like, it's been a good run." And so then after about 30 seconds, the smell is just awful, and I'm like, what is that? And then, smell skunk. I was like, oh, my dude got sprayed. And so we threw the bed back outside. It's trashed. It's in the trash. The animal, the skunk, is in the trash. It's dead. I had to deal with that the next morning. That sucked. And we gave him 2 baths, and then we gave him another bath in the morning. We had to put him in solitary confinement. He had to sleep in a bedroom by himself. And we had to have all of our windows open because our house smells like it got sprayed by a skunk. And every time I'm gone for a couple hours and I come back in, I'm like, bro, I hate my life. This sucks so bad. And so what happened was it was like 45 degrees today and yesterday, the time we're recording when this happened. And I got sick the first night, probably because it was like 40 degrees in my house. And I have to sleep with the fan on. And so I woke up with such a bad sore throat, and I was like, it's fine, I just need some water. And then I had some water, and I said, it's not fine, I'm sick, this sucks. And my house smells like it got sprayed like a skunk. And thankfully he was not sprayed in the face. Thankfully he was just sprayed in the chest, and everything was okay. He's okay. The skunk is not okay. It's aggressively not okay. But
poor skunk.
Yeah, so that was a great way to come home. Absolutely fantastic.
I saw the skunk on the Instagram, but I did not know about all the other fun stuff of the windows being down. And man, it had to be a little chilly in the old Ferris house.
It got down to 58, I think, in our house. And so today I finally turned the heater on and I closed all the windows. The only room that, like, being in the house is fine. Like I said, if I leave for a couple hours and come back, I can kind of smell it, but also I don't have any smell right now because I'm sick. So I don't know how bad it actually smells. And my wife is also sick. We're both sick at the same time. Love that for us.
Hell yeah.
And pretty much there's one room that actively smells, and it's the restroom that we gave him the baths in. And I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I'm going to turn the heater off and open the windows again. And we did not do tomato juice. That's a myth.
Is it a myth? Okay. I've never been sprayed or anything.
We used vinegar.
Ooh, that's
we also have bowls of vinegar around the house because I guess that
absorbs
the smell and gets rid of it. Probably should change those out. And then we just used like his soap and then like Dawn like dish soap, and after like 2 or 3 baths, you can just faintly smell it, but he really does not smell that bad anymore.
That's too bad, man. I'm sorry to hear that. R.I.P. to the skunk.
Yeah, R.I.P. skunk in the chat, boys. Throw that in the comment section. Make my heart feel good because I was not doing good. And then I was like, man. I literally was like, I don't want to mess with the skunk tonight because if it's somehow half dead attacking, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, skunks can be gnarly.
Yeah, I had never seen a skunk in our neighborhood. That was the first time. So nice, good times for me.
Yeah, I don't have anything exciting like that happening. I just have my children being sick every other day, and then they get me sick about once a month. So
yeah, and then
good
my dishwasher
times.
broke that day also.
Heck
So
yeah.
had to buy a new one of those. And that's pretty much all that's happened. So
we got Maxton's Christmas present already figured out, so that's cool. The big one.
What is
the
it?
main one.
What is it? He's not going to listen to this podcast, so.
No, we got him like a playground set or whatever for the backyard. I guess it's him and his sisters, but she's not old enough yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the grandparents and I or whatever and us are splitting it, so that'll be cool. He'll be pumped.
Nice.
And then I'm thinking about buying myself that veteran basket that friend of ours in the Wichita group that's selling everything. I'm considering messaging him because I want to put a permanent basket in the front lawn or the back lawn.
Yep. Those are good.
He's got a couple sleeves too.
I'm thinking of the Patriots.
No, he's got the blue veteran, like the one that's like a permanent course basket.
Oh,
and he's got 2 sleeves for it. It's probably sold. I hadn't ever messaged him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he was a little. Yep. His whole situation's crazy. It sucks, but with that.
True. Shout out to you though.
Shout out to you. You know who you are.
Yeah, you know you are. They've screwed you. That's
too bad.
That really sucks. But okay, that's 10 minutes or 12 minutes or so. Oh, and I've lost literally every single sports bet. So if you listen to the Beyond the Chains where we talked about sports bet, oh my
F
God.
word, dude.
Oh my God. Literally DraftKings is in cahoots with.
They made a lot of money.
I mean, dude, every time they give a boost, it loses. So it hurts bad. It hurts bad. But hey, let's talk about our disc golf games, man. 2022 is officially over. On to 2023. I had a lot of growth. You had a lot of growth. I would love to say that our listeners had a ton of growth as well. Let us know. We have been getting some DMs recently of people talking about how much they've grown this year, and that's fantastic. I'd love to hear more, to be honest. It's one of those things where I say this all the time, and normally about this time of the year, I'd love to say it a lot, is I want to make sure I can look back a year ago and be like, why was I doing that? That was so dumb, because that means I got better this year. If I look back and I'm like, still doing the same thing I did last year, then I know I did not get any better, and that's what's terrifying to me, is being stagnant, not improving. And this podcast is designed to help you continuously improve, continuously learn about disc golf and about improving your games and different aspects about disc golf. And we want to help do that through ourselves. So let's talk a little bit about your 2022. Trent, go ahead and just start us off. What just first couple things that come to your mind about your 2022, and we'll dig in, we'll improv here.
Yeah. So I played 3 C. Let's say this. I played 5 C tiers. 3 of them were like 2-round tournaments at least, and then 2 of them were a couple flexes, like 1-round flexes at DDO this year. Overall, I think top 3 things I got better at were consistency on my form with my backhand and my forehand. I feel like I've found. Obviously, they all need tweaked a little bit, or they both need tweaked a little bit still, but I found my form to be... I'm happy with it right now. I mean, I always want to grow, but I'm happy with both of them currently. We can dig into that a little bit more if we want. And then the other thing, my putt form as well. I guess form all around is just getting better, but my putt has gotten considerably better this year. I would say I've always been relatively decent. But I think especially when I put the time in and practice at least a few times a week, when I putt on the weekends, when I play in my rounds, it is like I don't feel like I'm going to miss usually, which is obviously great to have. I mean, yes, I miss. I'm not that great, but my putt feels amazing. And then I would say third one is my distance has gotten, just like every other amateur player, distance has gotten a lot better this year. I think I can consistently throw at least 300 feet. I threw my forehand rive the other day, 420 feet. I was like 20 feet on hole 11, I think. Yeah, 25 feet on long hole 11 at Millbrook. I was pin high with 25-foot putt, and I missed it because I haven't putted in 2 weeks. But point being, I'm throwing my forehand like 410, 415, freaking awesome.
You're throwing
Backhands.
your forehand 410 feet.
That's a 413-foot hole, and I was pin high 25. I was circle's edge pin high to the right of the basket.
On what hole?
On hole 11, the long hole.
Oh, Yeah.
Or is it 11 or 10? It's 10. Sorry, hole 10. 11's in the woods.
Yeah.
Anyways, point being,
I knew which one you were talking about.
Yeah. So, and I have witnesses. I got a couple people. I can't remember who I was playing with now. Anyways, it was at the Air Cap Disc Golf League Club dealy. But yeah. Oh, and I joined that, which is pretty cool. It'll be fun. I got a bag tag. So if you guys want to throw down for tags, hit me up. Air Cap Club, I guess. Not necessarily anybody else, but yeah.
I'll hit you up for it.
Well, you should have signed up, bro.
Nah, I don't have any money. I am very broke at the moment.
I called you on the way there. I was gonna spot you.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
It's gonna be a Dumb and Dumber IOU type deal.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I was talking. Were we talking to Hurry Show about it? I think we were. I can't remember if you were there yet. About having like the select like 5 of us have like a bag tag for ourselves, and we could like play each other for it. That would be pretty fun. And like, I don't know,
Hey,
just a thought.
I'm game. It's cool. Let's just do one where we don't have to pay. I don't care.
Yeah.
Between or like if there's 5 to 10 of us, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like consistently who we play with.
A Clankers.
Comment below
Bag tag
or
league?
DM us if we should start a bag tag league in Wichita with whoever wants to be a part of it. Just
Okay.
us
Yeah.
12. I don't know, 20 people, whatever. Anyways, how's your season, man?
This was the first year that I got a PDGA membership. I should probably renew that when I have money. This dishwasher really sucked, man. I was thinking about buying like new Call of Duty game or whatever, and that's not happening. That's not happening now. And I was gonna get my membership extended. That's not happening now. So yeah, those things stink. But looking back at it, looking on my PDGA site, 7 events this year, ending the rating at 904. I actually will probably play in one more event this year. I did qualify for the end of year roundup tournament here in Wichita, which is really nice, considering I didn't play the last
I qualified
4
as well.
events, and I think I'm in the top 4 still for top 3. Nice.
I think you're like 3rd.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, top 4, top 3, something like that. And I didn't even play. I think I missed 4 or 5 events out of the possible 11 or so, maybe.
Yeah, I qualified and I played 3 of them.
12. Yeah. So I'm really happy with that. I'm looking forward to that. That tournament I will do. That will be my last tournament. So I guess I'll compete in 8 tournaments. So math checks out. I guess it was worth having the PDGA membership this year because I would have paid more in the extra fees than I did in tournaments. So that's a positive. And looking at my rating, 904, that will probably change a little bit after that tournament. Hopefully it goes up. It got as high as, I think, 916 is what it was before the last update. Yeah, 916. And then I just had a absolute meltdown. So I'll recap my tournaments. Starting the year, this is something that I feel really, really good about, is the fact that I started the year in rec and then I'm ending the year at the top of intermediate, if not probably could be middle of the pack in advanced. And that makes me feel really good because something that I want to go into next year is winning intermediate tournaments, getting consistent podiums in intermediate tournaments, and then potentially competing in advanced and trying to cash in advance. I'm really happy with the performance overall this year, but I also know a lot of things can continue to improve. So let's do a little bit of a breakdown here. I finished second in my only rec tournament, the first tournament of the year. That's where Trenton and I actually met, and I should have won that, but I'm not going to rehash that story. Then it looks as though I finished 11th in Park City. That was my worst tournament of the year. I just got off, not even close to hitting lines that I should have been hitting, making mistakes and hitting trees I'd never even thought about hitting before. And so that yeah, and that one I came alive in the second round and was able to cash because I was in last. I think this year, after the first round, that this is something that I need to improve upon next year. Is the first round I need to be better, so I need to be mentally stronger going into next year in 2-round events, because I think out of my 7 tournaments, at least in 3 of them, after the first round, I was in last or second to last, and then ended up cashing. So it's one of those that I really have to figure out the first round. I have to learn and continue to grow and work on calming those nerves, because in doing so, I know I'll be a better disc golfer for it. So that's something that I'm really going to be focusing on this year, and I have to say it. I really think hitting the field is going to help with that, just being more confident in the motion. I also think my bag is in such a better place than it was last year. I know the discs in my bag, and I know those are the ones that I want to throw. I'm not constantly experimenting with discs right now, so it's not a constant shuffle of what's in my bag. I have what's in my bag. I need to just figure it out and get over it.
I feel that.
So that's something that I'm working on as well. So then I got a 6th place at our Woods tournament. That was pretty good because after that first round, not looking too hot. The Forefathers Fling in Derby, that one was my only podium of the year, finishing in 3rd. Felt really good about that one. I had a chance to go for the W, but a couple of things stopped me. It was really just hole 17. I think I took a combined +5 on that hole through 2 rounds, and if I just get pars, then that's the win right there. Then we had the Dafyduck Open. That one was a 4-round event. It was the only B tier I competed in this year, and honestly, the first round was horrible. One of the worst rounds of my life. The rating got dropped because not playing well. It was rainy in the morning. I was dealing with trying to buy and sell a house, and some issues had come up with it, and my mind just wasn't focused. Go ahead.
I was going to say you told me you were literally on a phone call, and then you teed off or something.
Yes.
With the mortgage guy.
Yes, I was literally on the phone with my realtor, and it was a phone call I could not afford to not take in that moment because of how things were developing. And I also couldn't be like, hey, man, I'm in a disc golf tournament, so I'm going to need you to hold on 1 second while I throw. And I'd already let everyone on my card play, and they were like, we're going to give you a violation if you don't throw. And I was like, God, fine, okay, whatever. And it was not good. And I am also that's also the worst course in town for me. I should probably try to play that course more because I kind of stink at it, but I just don't like being in that area. And so then I went and again was in last, if not second to last, third to last, whatever it was. And then I shot the best out of anybody at the other course. Both rounds had the hot round, and I was able to climb back into a solid finish at 8th. I'm really happy, especially where I finished the first day at, so super stoked about that, excuse me. Finishing 6th at the Millbrook tournament, very disappointed there. Again, bad first round, great second round. I should have been better. I should have been competing for a W there, if not at least a podium. And then the Keeper of the Chains. That's the last tournament on here. I finished 16th. It's my worst finish, and that one hurts a lot because I was in a tie for 4th going into the last day, and I know I've used this sentence so many times already, but this time I actually mean it. That was my worst round of the year. I mean, it was plus 13, I think, on what should have been the easiest course. And I just literally could not find the inbounds. It didn't matter. I had 200 feet width worth of fairway, and I would find the out of bounds somehow, or just be so far out of position that a birdie wasn't even possible. Par wasn't even possible. It was truly a nightmare round, and I know that I'll be able to use that as fuel for the future, and I know what I need to work on going into this offseason, and those things I need to work on are my timing. Like you said, Trent, like distance has definitely gone up, but I need to work on my follow through so I'm not turning discs over or not hyzering too early, so that angle control is something I really need to focus on. I'm really trying to learn how to throw anhyzers better this year, and I need a more consistent forehand. I need a forehand I can go to and trust. I feel as though I'm building that, but all those things need to be built in the field, so I know I need to be out in the field this offseason.
Heck yeah. We need to write all these things down so we work on them. But I agree, man. I can give you a quick recap of mine, but I would say I had a lot of the same, I guess, tournament feelings. Although I would say I'm the opposite of you when it comes to tournaments. Usually until my last tournament of the year, my first season's usually pretty rough. First season. My first round is usually pretty rough, and my second round I usually pick it up. It's never been like astronomically better, but it's been at least a little bit better. And then, so anyways, kickoff, first turn of the year, I got 13th and intermediate. Park City, which was the second tournament I played in, Quentin and I tied for 11th. And then the two flexes, I did a Hammond Park at a DDO, I got 14th. And then I did this flex C tier in New Life Church, and that was my worst round, my worst rated round of the year. That course isn't even really hard, and no excuses, I was hungover and played really bad. And then the only tournament I played basically right after my daughter was born, the Brook, I got third place. That's the last tournament, and I think I am going to try to play as my only podium, my first podium ever. Pretty sick. I was happy about it. I played really well. My second round of that tournament was 971 rated, which is by far the best round I've ever had. My current rating is 892, but my last season I did not do so hot really at all, so very happy with 892. And yeah, hopefully I can play one more and get it above 900. But yeah, I guess that's really it. I'm looking forward to it. I was going to ask you if you were going to play in the round, whatever the hell, last tournament of the year, and happy to know you are, because I think I'm going to try to talk the boss into letting me jump on that one as well.
When is it?
It's the 12th of November.
Of November?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't foresee anything right now getting
At
in the way
old
of that.
Oaky Parky.
You mean at Oak, not actual Old Oak, right? Because there isn't.
Yeah, I said Oaky Parky. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Oak Park. But he said if he needs to, he's going to add a second course, which would be kind of sick.
As long as it's not Clap West or what's the one that I stink at? Herman. As long as it's not those two courses. Those courses suck. So give me Clap East and give me Oak, or give me Millbrook and give me Oak. Give me Colwich West. Bring Colwich West back.
I could almost see him going Colwich West and Oak. That would be nuts. That'd be sweet. I don't know if Colwich West probably isn't anywhere close to ready, but
You don't think so?
nah. Nothing. It's not dead enough yet around
Things
here.
haven't died off quick enough yet.
I mean, did you see hole 17? Did you see the green on 17? The picture Mike shared. Holy crap!
No, I've
that
not
was
been
like
on
a
social
forest.
media in a week.
It was a while ago, but it was like a forest out there.
Huh?
Just with
that's not good.
Prairie grass.
Yeah. I mean, but also that's about a month from now, so
Could be good.
Maybe I feel like by Halloween things have died off. Leaves have fallen.
I need some married man advice. Do I sign up and then just tell the wife, "Hey, I got to turn it"?
Yeah.
Or
absolutely.
do I coordinate with the boss? We'll see.
You should
I'll probably
coordinate.
I'll probably just sign up.
You could just sign up and then coordinate and then be like,
"Look,
they accidentally signed me up already.
I'm qualified. I have to do it."
Yeah, it's true.
You have to.
Like real quick, last thing that I want to talk about, and next week we're going to talk about the Pro Tour, and we're going to talk about we're going to give our thoughts on the 2022 season, give our players of the year, and
Predict
look
next year's
forward to
winner.
23. Yep, exactly. So one last thing though here is that I really think that more tournaments would be nice. Maybe be 2 a month would be nice, and maybe we need to step up and facilitate that. I also think that if your area has tournaments that are frequent, like let's say there's even 5-6 tournaments a year in your area, whomever is running those, I really think they should kind of do what Wichita's doing, and there should be, or maybe the club's doing it, and they should have a point system, and you get points based on how many people in the field you beat, and then if you have enough points in your division at the end of the year, you get to play in a final tournament, because then it makes all the tournaments you're playing in matter just a little bit more. Like, it literally makes like, hey, I'm in 7th right now, but if I can push to 4th on these last 2 holes, then maybe I qualify for the year that, the last tournament of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And the best of the best are at that tournament. And it's just something more like, I don't know, like for me, it gives me more incentive to play. It gives me more drive to play. I want to compete more because I want to make that. I want to prove that I am one of the best disc golfers in this division, in this area, and I'm going to go out and do it. And so to me, I really think if you can make that happen, absolutely make that happen in your area. So much fun.
No, I completely agree. Like you said, it just adds another level to each tournament you play in, and you get bragging rights, like you were just talking about with the whole community. So, can't wait. It's definitely a good idea. Get out there, tell your TDs to make it happen, or facilitate it yourself, like Quentin was saying. That would be so cool. So, you'd love it, guaranteed.
Anything else? What else about 2022, your personal game, do you want to talk about?
I think there was a lot of positives, but there was also a lot of negatives, because you always got to find stuff you can work on.
What were the
you always got
negatives?
to find the good things. I think the negatives are I still don't feel so I have an EMAC Truth, which is a relatively neutral, probably a more of a stable mid-range, and I want to find an almost either understable or very neutral mid-range. I think that's the one thing that I'm missing in my bag, and I think I might have that waiting for me, aka a hex, aka or a, what was the other thing?
I don't know.
Shout out OTB. I got a hex and a something else, but point being, I might have that ready to be put into the bag if I like the way they feel. But I think that's the one thing I want to try to find, because I have found, opposite of that, I have found that my mid-range game has came in enormously long ways this year. I've thrown it more than I ever did the last 2.5, 3 years I've been playing. And I'm realizing that baby goes, like we've talked about 20 times, 20, 50, 8 million times on here. That baby goes at minimum, 30, 40, maybe even, if I really get a hold of a driver, only 50 feet less than my high-speed stuff. So it is becoming a workhorse, so that is the main reason I kind of want to find a neutral/understable one for different types of shots that are a lot easier, maybe don't take as much to get them to turn over, or just hold the ante line. But I think that is one thing that I really want to focus on. And then, like you said, I want to as well work on my angles and work on Annie, like throwing in Anheuser shots, because I've noticed, especially lately, because I've started throwing a lot more neutral to understable things, I release everything essentially on at least a little bit of a hyzer rather than flat or Anheuser. So that is something I want to work on, and I think I'm doing great with angle control. I just think my natural thing is throwing hyzer, so I want to work on getting flat and Annie, which once I can get that going, keep the putt. I need to work on my putting more, but I'm looking forward to what can happen this off season into next season. So
there you go.
What do you got? You got anything else?
Yeah, ceilings is something that I really struggled with this year. Being able to hit a ceiling with distance is something that I need to work on, which probably means I need to play a lot more Colwich West this offseason. Derby. I need to play hole 2 at Oak, hole 5
Long.
at Oak. Yep,
Long.
in the longs. And get comfortable, even 3 long out there, and get comfortable throwing through gaps. Because, like I preach, you have to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations if you want to see good results in tournaments. And so that's something I need to get used to, and I need to put myself in more uncomfortable positions and execute in those positions. And I need to hit the field. I feel since I haven't played in quite a bit that everything's just a little bit off right now, so I need to hit the field and get that mojo back.
Let's do it, buddy.
And I need to putt a lot, because right now I feel like my putt is broken. I feel like I can't make anything outside of 10 feet.
I'm pulling to the right.
Yeah, pulling to the right a lot. So I've got some things that I'm trying to work on, and I'll probably make videos on it as well, because like we said, guys, we want you to hear, feel, and see our struggles, learn from them so you don't have to go through them, or maybe you're going through it as well, and we can all kind of help each other get better along the way. That's the goal. This really is a fam out here, and we appreciate you guys tapping in, sticking with us here, and you guys truly are the best Clanker gang out here getting it done. And that's really all I got.
I got another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys that are still hanging out here, we have talked a lot about merch, and we have a few things, blah, 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 blah. I'm just throwing this out there.
Fall line coming soon.
I was going to say,
at least for me.
I think we're going to try, I think we should do a pre-order.
Yeah.
Let us know if we should do a pre-order, if we should just drop stuff. I think a pre-order would be better. That way we don't have a bunch of unnecessary things. Anyways, let us know what you would like. We'll throw out some designs, and let us know if you'd be interested, and we'll hopefully get that coming here soon. Maybe some beanies, maybe some hoodies. I don't know.
Beanies, hoodies, crew necks, long sleeves.
Turtlenecks?
I could wear a Clanker's turtleneck.
Ski mask?
Nope. I don't want to look like I'm robbing a bank. You know what a fun challenge could be?
What?
I don't know. This might be a little risque, but I'll just say it anyways for the kids, not for the kids out there.
Take your clothes off every round when it's 10 degrees outside?
Well, what I was gonna say is you have like a either a punishment, like if you lose this round, the next round you have to play in like shorts and a t-shirt, or if you lose the hole, you have to lose like your hoodie, or you know what I'm saying?
And just like torture ourselves out there?
Yeah.
Can't wear gloves, and you can't use hand warmers when we're playing it's like 30 degrees out?
That would actually suck. Yeah.
All right. Also, I want to know if you guys enjoy winter golf, because I actually kind of like it. I don't know what it is, but I enjoy getting out there. And
I love it when
everything's...
This is going to sound dark, but I love it when everything's dead. And when like...
Yeah, the trees are literally 90% air.
Yeah. And the reason that I like it is because I can find my discs. Like, I don't have fear that I'm not going to be able to find it. So, that's why I like it more.
Big facts.
That's it. We're done. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this episode. Like on YouTube if you're watching. And follow us on Instagram for more content. We've got more tips going up not every single day. 5 days a week. 4 or 5 days a week. Might take some Fridays off. Who knows? But definitely Monday through Thursday. Got stuff going up every day for you guys. And we will see you guys next week.
Peace.